We're live.
We're live. Wow, what a concept. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer League Tourney. We are back with losers round 4, Sonicshadowsilver2
Whatever.
versus Ragnoth. There's some order there. But I am Crazy Comics, and I am joined by my co-commentator.
Hi there, I'm KLDR.
All right. And
so, yeah, this race determines. So loser is out with 5th place. Winner will move on to play Mega Slim, and the winner of that will play Jared, and the winner of that will play Ninten in the finals. So we are in the final stretch of things.
We're in the end game now.
We are in the end game. They have readied up, and they will be starting momentarily.
Yep, and yeah, looking at these trackers, it's looking a little spicy here at the start.
Yeah, 38 for Halloween Town. My goodness.
38 for Halloween Town, 39 for Twilight Town, and everything seems pretty evenly split. Besides that,
yeah, nothing else really stands out to me. 3 on drives is really nice to see. You don't have to worry about leveling drives, which is, I think, always the worst part.
Absolutely. Like, I'm definitely someone who likes to route drives on the fly. But yeah, even still, like, especially in these races when everything can come down to just where you go, it's definitely a lot easier to just not deal with drives at all.
Yeah.
Also getting a final form right at the beginning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this seat's free. Like, it's done. It's over. It's over.
They had final form. Yeah, recently, and I was actually in Ragnoth's stream, and somebody asked if Reflect was the biggest crutch for rando players.
Mm-hmm.
And Ragnoth actually said, he's like, no, I think it's final form.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like final form is the thing that holds you off from certain worlds. Like I would say, like, going to Hollow Bastion in Twilight Town, especially Twilight Town, you're like, I want to have that final form so I can get levels while I go through.
Right. And I think that's one of, like, the biggest drawbacks. I guess drawbacks. You know, it has so much influence over how I route, and because I want to get that final form experience as I'm clearing worlds. And Twilight Town is such a good play, like, just in general, like, with, you know, check density, that you're probably going to go there anyway, but you want to get those easy final levels. And yeah, you can do it in the world that never was, but the enemies are a lot. That was an explosion.
Yeah, that was an explosion.
Oh, no.
That's an explosion.
Okay.
Yeah, this seat's free.
All right. We say that now. We say that now.
Yeah, we say that. But yeah, also we're getting a blizzard here in Pride Lands, which means that there is a guaranteed 5 here. So hopefully we can get that before we have to do Scar, Hyenas, or Data Syax.
Yeah.
But yeah, and getting final levels, like, even in a seed like this where we know that drives are 3, like, getting those final levels are definitely helpful for, like, super bosses later on down the line, and just making a lot of fights, like, not even trivial at that point. You can just break it out at any point and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna finish this fight.
Yeah, when they put final form into the game, there's a reason you don't get it until the world that never was. There's, you know, and there's a reason it is secret, and there's a reason it is the final form. Like, they knew what they were putting into the game.
Oh yeah, and, like, a lot of people, like, the first time you play it, you don't even realize it's in the game. Like, you just keep going through the game like nothing has happened. So anyway.
Can we talk about Donald and Goofy going in and Sonic actually getting an extra level here, just running through?
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I've had it happen a few times. Usually, the optimal start for Donald is not even getting his limits, like, on the staffs and everything like that. I think it's getting Donald Blizzard at the start, because he just like takes a machine gun to like all of the enemies going through Pride Lands. He's just firing constantly, and like gets you that extra level. Thunder is also really good at the beginning for Pride Lands. Just really helps with that.
I don't normally check that, but I might have to start doing that. Start checking Donald's abilities, seeing if I can get a little bit. So these guys actually getting quite a lot. They picked up an experience boost. And then as you can see on the tracker, that 5 turned out to be once more. Just nice ability to have. Hopefully they didn't put it on right now, because we're still going to see some death abusing.
Yeah.
And once more will save you from that death abuse. And then report 8, giving... This would make Alios proud, I think.
Yeah, it just killed off STT. We are done. We don't need to go to STT. It is... It is a non-starter at that point. So,
and a fire and LOD free check. So they've already got final and fire and an experience boost. Twilight Town's a 39. I know where I'm going.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
soon as possible. Maybe I want to get another form first. Try to pick up that second form so you can get final to level 4. Oh man, this is good. This is a great start.
Rose wants to play this seed. I want to play this seed. Like this just seems fun. The only thing that feels bad at this point, and it's just personal bias, is that there is a 5 in LOD. Like,
oh, see, and I am happy to see that.
Yeah,
this
is the only thing we disagree on. Like, just in general.
Yeah.
So. Also getting Trinity Limit and Valor form in
goodness.
We already knew that Halloween Town was stacked, but we didn't realize how stacked it was going to be. Because Trinity Limit's not an important check, but it is like a really good crutch for in like your one-on-one fights, because it's basically your I'm about to die. I need something to save me. I'll just sacrifice all my MP to get a few hits on this person and stagger them, so that way I can recollect myself and refill my HP or my MP or whatever I'm going to do.
Yeah, I love having Trinity Limit as sort of a panic button option.
Yeah.
And I always think about that. It's like, if things go wrong, what's my panic button? And Trinity Limit is a really good one. And honestly... you don't even have to use the whole thing. You can use that first bit, and then just use the invincibility to throw a potion, throw an ether, do whatever you need to.
It's the oh crap handle of the of the randomizer.
Exactly.
Okay, need it, but it's there.
The start of this seed.
Oh my god.
Okay. We saw Reflect in Agrabah. We saw Limit form in Candy Cane Lane. We saw negative combo and an air combo boost in Agrabah as well. Those are crazy. Lord. Now they have negative combo explosion.
Just the world's their oyster. All the worlds are their oyster at this point.
Oh, holy cow!
That's insane.
Yeah. You can go wherever you want, and you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. That's fabulous.
And a magnet.
No.
Jeez. Oh my god.
We're just missing Finishing Plus. If Winner's Proof has Finishing Plus, I'm leaving. If there's a Finishing Plus Keyblade right next to that magnet,
God,
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm gonna be. We are popping off, and we're not playing it. It's just. Who did roll this seed?
I think Zach did.
Zach claps. Can we get some claps in the chat for Zach? Because this is a hell of a seed here.
Okay, to drive boost Keyblade.
Okay. It's not the perfect seed, but it's
yeah.
it's
they only have. Yeah.
It's pretty good. There's the Finishing Plus. It's in SP.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So what do we got? We got level boosting. We got Twilight Town free. We've got some Manner of Crowd Control. we have everything we could want. The only thing that this seed could do better is give a better route as to where things are. Because everything is so evenly spaced in this seed that it is just so open as to you can do anything in this seed, and you really have to do everything in this seed because you don't know where to go.
Yeah, and so it was actually it was funny because I was talking to a friend last night about seeds, and he had kind of he's been practicing for the beginner ABN, and he's had a really bad string of seeds. His last 3 seeds, he's had at least 2 of the 5 ASs to do. Mm-hmm. And everything's been super deep, and we were talking about it, and I'm like, if you see that in like a qualifier, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because if you have those big long seeds, maybe you see that and go, it's fine, I got it. You know, everybody else is going to be struggling, but I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. It really just depends. Like if you've got the big long seeds, it gives everybody the opportunity to get it done, right? But then if you've got those, everything's available at the start, you've got like those jet seeds, right? Mm-hmm. That usually filters to a certain type of player. It's the ones that have been doing this for a long time, know the boss fights in and out, know what equipment they need at the very least to get things done. And fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your view, like there have been tournaments within this year, at least, that have ranged in that, right? Where it's the long seeds versus the short seeds. So it's,
And as much as we're talking about, you know, how nice this seed is from a competitive standpoint, this is like kind of scary. So
yeah, it is. You get everything up at the start, but now it's pick your poison. Where do you want to go?
Ragnoth getting in these cheeky dodge rolls with the mouse push. That's wild.
Yeah. But just looking at what we have so far, like we've got...
Oh, there's guard break in case this turns out to be a strength seed. Don't worry.
Yeah, there we go. So we got 3 forms off the bat. We've got quite a bit of magic off the bat as well. We got Bizarro on Ragnoth's side. We've got early Reflect on Sonic's side. We've got Magnet. Like, we've got basically all the tools that we want at this point. They've also been finding some good movement. I've been seeing some glides popping up and everything like that. So this seed is really interesting, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But I'm starting to see some predictions in the chat of where some proofs might be. But right now, it is anybody's guess, just with this layout.
Yeah, I have no clue how this plays out. I have no clue what we're gonna see. This could be a really interesting race.
Mm-hmm. And it's in races like this where reports' values go up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there is no roadmap. It's just a piece of paper. And so, like, finding those reports creates a roadmap to where you really need to go. And, so hopefully, like, going to Twilight Town might be a library. It also, more than likely, you'll be home to the last 2 forms. With its number. And, getting some of those, the 10 in OC and the 10 in The World That Never Was, the 12 in Space Paranoids, the 12s in 100 Acre Wood, and right now in Disney Castle, just getting those knocked out.
Okay, I swear I was just about to say this. When you were talking about the reports, I was about to mention that I think I might play it. I might really look at those forms and really try to get that report on forms. And it was on Valor 2.
Well, there.
And Ragnoth has it now. Valor level 2, and it says that OC has a fire, which is a huge piece of information because that kills off OC. And yes. OC is a very big world. It was a 10.
Right, and I think I think Sonic pushed it. I'm not sure if Ragnoth did, though. So Ragnoth might not have stepped in to get that guard break.
Yeah, he's Sonic at least has the free checks there. I don't think Ragnoth's got it. Oh, and there it is. I think he's got once more on.
Okay.
Like I said, losing a couple of seconds there.
Right.
Gotta know those optimal strats. Against Sonic, I'm taking every second I can get, for sure.
Yeah. And we have seen a few slight mess ups here and there. Sonic was having trouble with the cubes.
Yeah, missing the
which
cube minigame.
Happens every once in a while to everybody. Like, just the finisher hits the cube behind you. Just subtle mess ups. Ragnoth was having trouble dying there at the opening fight because Goofy was being a boss. So, I mean, this is a seed where I feel like anything can happen.
Sonic also with the mouse push.
Yep.
Yeah, with that 12 in Disney Castle, that's most likely a 5 and a 7. That's what the 12s tend to be, rather than a 9 and a 3 or 4 3s.
Yeah, that's the good thing about finding forms early is it just makes the 12s less likely to be that cheeky 3-9. So yeah. We got some sounds off in the chat. Rose wants this to be done quick so you can get back to 14.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I played tank and Rose plays healer, and
there you go.
As a tank, it's really nice to have a healer you trust.
Yes.
And as a healer, it's really nice to be able to communicate with the tank and like get a feel for him.
I used to be a healer, and then I stopped playing 14.
Oh, okay. It's been fun.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying it quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. So right now we're just
do some rando.
Yeah. Only died 2 times. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of waiting for the runners to start making a big push. It's either going to be for Hollow Bastion, more than likely it'll be for Twilight Town. We haven't found a torn page yet, so nobody has been really had that push to go to 100 Acre Wood yet. So yeah, we're just really waiting for the first big move of the... this is kind of like a chess game right now. You're setting up your pawns and everything like that. The big guns haven't come out quite yet, but pretty soon we're going to see someone just go, all right, it's time to make this play. Ragnoth taking the first step into Beast Castle.
I like it.
Not a bad play.
Is Death Abuse faster than Trinity Limit here? I feel like it's got to be pretty close.
It should be close, I would say. I think it would probably be... Well, it's also dependent upon your defense at that point, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm assuming you're at, effectively level 1 defense.
Love how we're chatting about the game. Chat's chatting about Final Fantasy 14. This is great. Everything is happening not just in the game. So Alright. Sonic, where are you gonna go, man? I think we're getting Beast Castle.
Yeah.
All right, guys, come on.
I love that. I love that we talk about how Hollow Bastion and Twilight Town are going to be such good plays, and then they're like, nah.
Nope. Yeah. Do DT, cowards. Heck.
I wonder if there's any metagaming going on here.
There might be.
We have final fire and an experience boost. The other person is definitely going to go to TT.
Yeah.
Let me check some other places first. See if I can.
Ragnoth's like, Sonic's going to TT. Sonic's like, Ragnoth's going to TT.
Ooh, I like that little delay there. Ragnoth with the jump aerial dodge into the lamp or the little candle holder.
Ooh. There you go.
We've all got our little fidgety things that we do when we wait for the wardrobe.
Right. If I got good enough movement, I'll check those 2 checks behind or across from the wardrobe.
Oh yeah, that's the super efficient play. But I find I only do that with Jay's Smarty Hints because, and if I'm playing with points hints or if I'm playing Shenanigans hints, then the seed might tell me that I'm done before I push the wardrobe. If I open the Seuss test, like if he'd found a proof, then it would have been like, oh, don't need to push the wardrobe, and you just leave. Ooh, torn pages though. That's the first set of pages we've seen today.
Ooh, there we go. And that's also a 5 off the board, so Beast Castle is done in terms of looking for the 5s. So there we go.
Yep.
All right, Ragnoth.
Ragnoth's gonna leave.
Come on. Yeah. Give us that 100-acre one.
So I'm gonna guess Glide and Magnet first. I've got an aerial dodge. That's
okay.
I was close.
Drive converter. Okay. MP estate.
Okay.
I
All right.
I don't know.
Place your bets, chat. Quick. Somebody set up a channel point poll
Yeah, sure.
vote thing with
There's
thunder.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, and he is going to do the mini game.
Okay.
He knows there's a 5.
Yeah, that's a fair play. Just keeping your options open just in case the 5s that you're chasing in other worlds don't pan out. This is always available. I completely forgot about like every other good ability in the game. Combo Master could be there.
Yeah, Combo Master. I don't think we've seen a gap closer. Flash Step or aerial or
no.
Flash Step or Slide Dash would be good.
Yeah.
Horizontal slash Berserk Charge. There's still a lot of stuff out there that would be nice.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see if Sonic also does this minigame. If he commits to it early.
I'd suspect, yeah. This.
No, he's gonna
Ragnoth, you piece of crap, dude.
Wait, what did he do?
He went straight for the TT door and then went, nope, Hall of Bastion.
This is my preferred. I like
Sonic.
I like Hollow Bastion first, and then a big commit to TT.
Well, Sonic's
going to TT though.
Sonic's going to TT. Didn't do the mini game.
Yeah.
He's going to TT. Ragnoth is pushing Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, Raisin makes a great point in chat, and this is why I love the Hollow Bastion play first, is you can get to final level 2 in that first HB fight, which means that you get an entire extra drive bar during the station fight. And so you can very easily get to level 4 and sometimes even to level 5. Oh, look. Horizontal slash.
And a report. What's the report say? 100-acre wood has torn pages. Oh, so it's self-fulfilling prophecy.
Ooh,
and
okay.
That's a time save.
That's a big time save. That's an amazing piece of information for him.
Yeah. We got some pooception going on here.
That's
Throw all the rose emotes in there.
I think that's like 40, 45 seconds of time save. which is a big deal. And we got another report coming out on Ragnoth's side, letting us know that Sora's heart has a cure. Thanks for telling me what we already know.
There you go, Rose. Heck yeah. Right. Yeah, that's only one thing coming out of like the first room of Twilight Town, so that's pretty impressive. Well, and also the good thing here is Sonic runs out of drive and everything like that. That limit form, or not that limit form, the Trinity limit's going to get him out of it. But nope, he's done.
Ooh, okay. So it ended up being a rather quick fight. Did he get Final 3? I don't think so.
I think I saw Final 3.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did. Okay, yeah. Gotta double check on some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
God bless everybody who's been in development on the trackers.
Mm-hmm. Ragnoth is also... I know he's at least gotten up to aerial dodge level 3. I'm not sure if he's at 4. So, guarantee we will see a core skip from him. Probably a journey through core. Shouldn't be that difficult, but... yeah, he's definitely going to make a lot of progress here in Hall of Bastion. Meanwhile, Sonic is going to do just one... like, be finishing up TT1.
Yeah, Sonic, I feel like I usually see Sonic go through worlds just a little bit slower, but level forms, and get those checks on forms, get a little bit more experience. But this time around, it looks like he's playing for speed. Like, he is trying to do the fastest strat possible. Here, he could level Valor, he could level Limit. Instead, he's going to use Chicken Little. Chicken Little pulls those shadows in so they never go underground. It makes these fights super fast.
Heck, who needs Magnego when you can just pull out a chicken and just...
yeah. Who wins?
Who wins?
Final form? One
chicken.
Small chicken.
One small chicken with a bottle strapped to his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering when Sonic is going to level up Valor to level 2, just so that way he can kill off OC. So I would hate for him not to do that and then have end up pushing OC.
Yeah. Oh, another Clyde.
Ooh. It's always in those locations, right? It's always in the bigger worlds where you're like, I wish I had more movement for here. And then you just find movement as you're going through.
Yeah, that is Glide Max for Sonic.
Ooh. So we got Glide Max on Sonic's side. We've got pretty close to Aerial Dodge Max on Ragnoth's side. So we're seeing some good movement coming out of here, especially of the horizontal variety.
Yeah. Quick Run 2, Aerial Dodge 3 for Ragnoth, which is enough to do this without a form.
And Sonic also finding a torn page, and that's really all we're going to get out of TT1. So very light TT1, so this is going to be very backloaded.
Yeah. Not so much important checks for TT, but a lot of good stuff, though.
Mm-hmm. So I wondered, whenever I was playing through Seed yesterday, I was wondering if for TT2, would it be faster to go through the 2 room transitions and use the loadless, or would it be faster to just go through that room to the fight?
So this is something that I'm an adamant turn around and go backwards there believer. So even RTA, they're basically the same time. They're within a second of each other.
Gotcha.
With the loadless time, the fact that you're going through 2 load transitions instead of 1, it makes it much better to go backwards. And something else that I like doing is you can menu and then go through a room transition and then enter the fight. So you saved your menus if you forgot to menu before the fight, or like before you enter the world. And then the other thing is, if you die and fail somehow, then you have a much shorter distance to cover, and then it's definitely faster.
Right. All right, so just catching up with what's going on here. Sonic found Wisdom Form at the end of TT2. Ragnoth making his way through core has got Gene and another magnet. So not really finding the three things that we want to find, but both runners find some really good stuff.
Yeah. Sonic XP boosting, also leveling final form here. Picks up the second negative combo. And he also grabbed a second chance. A couple more points off the table.
Yep. And also picking up a second chance. So we got second chance once more. Pretty easy locations. So
very friendly seed.
Yeah, this is a good seed.
Ooh, a second fire.
And now it's a 10. So okay. I was wondering if Sonic had a high drive recovery in his back pocket, because I'm like, you're getting pretty low on drive there, bud.
Yeah, I find that with the slightly better junk settings that we're using, you usually have a couple of them. You can't spam them, but you know, you're allowed to use them conservatively.
Right.
Oh, I think Sonic wanted to menu. Yeah, okay.
So I like the fact that like both our runners went to both of the bigger worlds, and both of them are going to get done pretty close to the same time for both of them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Ragnoth able to do core skip and the dancer fight. Not going to push towards 1K. Doesn't look like. And then Sonic, yeah. So Sonic really wanted that second chance on because the second chance allowed him to take the sniper hit while he was in the woods. And now he can XP boost through all of this. So instead of having to stop and XP boost, he can do it on his way through all of this. And with all of that, he's already up to level 28, and his stats are really good now.
So Ragnoth making a play into Port Royal, which
spicy.
Interesting play. Yeah, that's like I think he's thinking it might be a 9 and a 5.
Yeah, I mean 9 and 5 would be good. Actually, you know what I think might be even better than that is 3 3s and a 5.
Ooh, that's true too. Yeah.
It's a cure.
So we got a cure.
No proof in Twilight Town. Okay, so 39 points to start, but no proof in Twilight Town. Now that said, Sonic picked up so much more on his way through. He picked up the second negative combo. He picked up a lot of experience. He picked up another fire. He picked up second chance. He got final levels. He got Sora levels.
Yeah, so this was not a wash place to go and everything like that. But something else is that with it being such a big number, you kind of have to go there at some point. So Ragnoth is going to make this play at some point in the seed. It's just a matter of when. It's just too big of a number to pass up, right?
And that report that he picked up shows that the world that never was has a thunder. So the world that never was, which was previously a 10, we now know is a 7 and a 3.
And I think this is a really good play from Sonic to go here and level grind. And it's also good because...
Explosion.
Well, and the other big thing about it is he doesn't have drive. So this is a good way for him to get his drive back and everything like that. So
yeah, you're very right there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like I said, I think in terms of drive forms whenever going through my seed. So that was something that I was noticing is just, okay, he's out of drive. Where is somewhere he can go to refill his drive? And the two big ones were either HB1, go through the Bailey fight and everything like that, get the refill on the first visit finish, or go here. Which here's a really good idea because of level grinding. You've got double negative combo explosion, everything like that. So
yeah, it looked like Ragnoth just did the town push for Port Royal, and then he did eventually dip into TT. So,
and Raisin is not pleased. Get your ass back in there, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Where are the proofs in this seed?
Well, like it came down to at the beginning, it's just while the seed is very inviting at the beginning, it's hidden in all those small little areas. Like it's in those 12s. It's in Later Point and Hollow Bastion. It's everywhere where you wouldn't think it to be.
We still have the potential for a 3-proof Halloween town.
Well, also, I love how Zach says it's a classic Zach seed. Yeah. So what do we got on Sonic's side? We got level 37. We got both stats above the 40s. So we are good to go for The World Never Was whenever we get a minute. And Ragnoth is going through Twilight Town. He'll also be getting those levels. So I wouldn't say anyone has a real edge in this, mainly because both the runners are going to go to each other's worlds. But that's a big find.
Master form for Sonic.
So that's every form off the table, so that means that every 12 is now a 5 and a 7.
Or it could be 4 reports.
Could be, yeah.
And with as many reports that are out there, I think at least one of them probably will be.
Yeah.
Now, that said, I'm absolutely prioritizing those 12s because you're either getting a 5, which is a potential proof, or you're getting tons of information. And that information is almost might be more valuable because it could tell you where 2 or 3 proofs are.
True.
Indirectly, of course.
Yeah, so Sonic is going into the world that never was, just going to get past this fight. He's got the stats to do it more optimally than at the beginning.
Yeah, he's... mistimed it there. I'm not sure exactly what he was going for.
This could get very interesting.
Yeah, this is a little bit spooky.
Wow, HP. You can just walk.
You can.
Who'd have thunk?
Oh, man.
Dang.
Oh! Yikes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected him to go into that. Like, go straight into his DM there.
Yeah, if he was able to... if he was able to interrupt Roxas, then it would have been free. Walk in a circle, tried and true DM dodge method. Exactly, Numb. It works on way too many of these DMs.
Right? It works on Marluxia, Roxas.
But I'll tell you... yes. Yep, it works on Zigbar. Ooh, he's going for a more creative loop this time. Going for an RV loop.
Heck. And he got it.
Yeah, does go into limit form. So, still a fast fight. That death is unfortunate. He kind of waded through like 2 DMs, and it's a bit of a long run. So, That's some time that Sonic has lost there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm kind of taking knowledge of where we know reports to be, and there's 4 on the board of where they could be. So that's 6 reports out in the wind. So yeah, I think you're right. There is going to be one world where it is just reports. Because looking at it, that Port Royal is 2 magics. Has to be 2 magics. Or actually, no, it could be 3 reports into 5.
3 reports into 5, yeah.
Jeez. That's one I don't think about too often.
Yeah, getting the 9s out of the way is really good, but you do have to consider the possibility of, what if it's 3 reports? Because 3 reports is also 9. Now, that said, you're going to get that information a lot sooner, and something that I love about the points hint system is whenever you get a check in a world, you effectively get more information about the rest of the checks in that world. So if he does push Port Royal and he gets a report, then he knows that, okay, there's a 3 there, so now we're left with 11, and so 11 has to be 2 more 3s and a 5. And you're searching for 3 things, because you're searching for one of 3 reports to effectively get that information. Whereas with the form, you're searching for exactly 1 thing to get that piece of information. So even these worlds that, they're going to go to these 12s, and it's either a 5 and a 7, or it's 4 3s. But as soon as they get any one of those 4 checks, they know.
I think Sonic wants. Yeah, I'm kind of with Pepperoni right here. I think he is pushing info. And that's the easiest info to get.
Yeah.
Or it's the easiest info to get because you already have to go. You already have to go.
You have to go, and reports cannot be on datas. So,
right.
Because that was something I was thinking about. I'm like, well, what if it's on Data Zemnis, but reports cannot be on Data's. Reports are set to 1st and 2nd visits. So, guaranteed info. If you look at his stat line right now, 42 strength, 47 magic. He's got limit form and final form and, everything but the kitchen sink.
Yep. You also got a limit level on the way through. Yeah, but we know that it's on Valor level 2, so we're just waiting for him to be like, you know what, let's just break out Valor form for this fight and just quickly get that.
All right, and meanwhile, Ragnoth is finishing up Twilight Town. So he's level 28 with level 5 final. I'll have to wonder if he does any explicit XP grinding here. And it looks like... Oh, he's not. So he's gonna nope out of there.
Yeah, and Sonic is just beating the crap out of Luxord.
Yeah. Ooh. I think he did 1 reaction command too many there. Accidentally got the finisher on ours. Because he had 4 drive gauge, which would have been enough to continue the loop. Breaking back into limit form to get to the DM skip from like 3/4 health.
Yep.
But still a very good fight, yeah.
Yeah, very clean.
Grab himself a form base. Cute little form base.
Yeah, it's just something.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. God, we are chaos incarnate, dude.
We're so great. Why did they let us do this?
I don't know, man.
Somebody made a mistake.
Everybody was preparing for a qualifier match tonight.
That's true.
So,
yeah, the hintless qualifier. A little bit of a throwback to the old days of Rando. Still the quality of life, you know. We have XP multipliers, faster STT, faster this, faster that. No Dragon Zemnis.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
It's almost like when an artist samples an older song and just puts their spin on it. Like it's a little bit of the old stuff, but adding a little bit of new in. But anyway. Oh, none of that is on for Hintless? Never mind. Oh, wow. Shoot.
Yeah, I did see Ragnoth having a little bit of trouble on screens. Trying to take damage here inside inside of the room is always a little bit scary.
Yeah, just look over. I'm like, oh, he's doing screens as well. And then, like, look back over. Wait, he's doing screens again? What happened there? So, tried and true method not being as tried and true as it should be.
Yeah, XP grinding is kind of really scary on crit. Because once you get yourself below half health, you're kind of in one-shot territory.
Right.
And they do have once more and second chance, but you know, sometimes it's the hit that knocks you down to 1 HP. All right, Sonic picking up that report. Oh
man. Well, at least he got through. At least he got through the world that never was, right?
Yeah.
So that is done, out of the way. He doesn't need to worry about it. And as soon as there's 3 proofs, boom, you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the one piece of information that he doesn't have that Ragnoth has of any importance is the one on forms. So I'm just waiting on him to find that. Meanwhile, Ragnoth about to pick up Master Form. And we will see what he does after this. What do you think Ragnoth's play is going to be after this?
World that never was, maybe? Agrabah, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe Agrabah.
Agrabah.
Maybe Agrabah, yeah. Like
okay.
I think he's going Agrabah. Oh, he is going Agrabah.
I like the I like the kind of like half Agrabah push. I'll go in not ever expecting to go to Agrabah 2. But there are the 2 chests outside the treasure room. There's the get bonus on the fights. There are the 2 chests inside the treasure room. There are the bonuses and the pop-up on Twin Lords. So there's plenty to get there.
Right.
You know, and if he can pick up, you know, whatever this 5 is, or, you know, one of these reports, we're starting to find those reports, but there's still 8 of them out there for Ragnoth.
So I'm gonna put a bet in here. I'm gonna say double proof in Halloween Town.
Mm-hmm.
Just with it being a 20 and it having so much, like, I feel like there's got to be a ton there.
Sure, yeah.
So, just triple proof. Let's not get it. Let's not. Let's not get crazy.
That didn't sound very confident. Well, okay. Here's the thing.
It's not.
Look, as commentators, we have one of 2 options. We can be unbiased, and we can be kind of nonchalant and non-committal. You know, oh, it might be this and it might be that, or we can go all in and just boldly claim things, right?
Yeah, right.
Like the proof of connection is going to be on Prison Keeper, and the proof of non-existence is going to be the get bonus for taking care of the little kids. And then they're also going to get a report in there on experiment, which is going to...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, keep talking. We got one more.
Which is going to give them that... which is going to tell them that there was already... it's going to give them information they already knew. It's going to say, like, Beast Castle has Chicken Little, or...
No. LOD
BC has Blizzard or something.
LOD has a torn page. Like, that's the information.
Well, no. See, that's good information.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying we're going to get bad information. It'll say LD has a fire.
Well, no, it'll give you bad information because you held off on it for so long. So it's going to give you good information because you've held off on it for so long. That's what I'm looking at is like all your good information is the stuff you didn't go do. And looking at Sonic going through Hollow Bastion now, my thought with this is that he is probably going to keep pushing it. Mainly because he's got Wisdom Form, he's got Trinity Limit to fast cycle through Demix. Like he's got more tools than Ragnoth did at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pushed past.
Well, truthfully, Ragnoth actually had most of those things at that point. The biggest difference that Sonic has right now is stats. He has stats, and he also has Wisdom Form. Mm-hmm. And Wisdom Form, of course, is really nice going through the FF fights.
Mm-hmm. And Ragnoth is pushing into LOD, so we won't need a report. We'll just see what this thing is.
Well,
hopefully.
I hope he doesn't have to go so deep that we don't find, that he decides, no, I'm gone.
I love those seeds where it's on the opening check, where it's just like, hey, there's the one thing you need to know. All right, I'm out.
And bye. Especially because I think mentally, at least something that I do, is I go into a world and I kind of think about it, right? Like I go into LOD and I'm like, okay, I have Wisdom Form for this fight, and I have Magnet Explosion for this fight, and I need to make sure I get the chest and the checkpoint, and and then it's like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, now what?
And you always hate those moments where it's like, okay, I'm gonna collect this and go into this boss fight. Oh, I didn't need to. just like the check before the Barbossa fight, or the 2 checks before Threshold, and everything like that. It's just like, oh, I didn't need to do these.
All right, chat's being their normal masochistic selves.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want these runners to have a bad time.
They're saying we want these runners to have a bad time.
To have a bad time. Man,
3 data proves, 2 datas in Sephiroth.
I cannot speak today. Why did I say I would commentate?
Oh, you're right. Sadistic. I'm sorry.
Sadistic. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you. That's your all right. That's your grammar lesson for the day, everybody. Sadistic means you enjoy other people's suffering.
Yeah.
Masochistic means you enjoy your own suffering.
Yes.
So, like,
to use it in a sentence, these runners are masochistic for running KH2 randomized.
Right. Yeah, vocab
it's a new segment of the league races.
Did he?
He didn't turn on the valves. Sonic, what are you doing, man?
Sonic. Oh man. Oh, he's gonna do this, and then he's gonna. When is he gonna realize? Oh, there it is. No, Sonic.
I think he's got the drive recoveries to.
He should be fine, recover. But it's but it's time loss. It gets in your head. He's made a couple of silly mistakes this time. This is definitely not Sonic's finest gameplay. Yeah. Maybe too much 14. Yeah. Oh, not quite getting enough height with the Master Form. You can fire there. You just have to adjust your angle. So, okay.
Oh my god, Sonic.
This is so scuffed.
Sonic, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. yikes! Yeah, so his
I'm
master
jealous because
form,
he's better than me.
his master form was unleveled there. It's level 1, and so he's only got aerial dodge level 1. And the issue with that is you actually have to be pretty precise with your angle if you want to do that master form fire strap right from the ground. You can do it. It does work. You can get there with master form, a fire, and level 1 aerial dodge on Sora. But it's tricky, and Sonic wasn't quite getting the angle, had to improvise a little bit.
Right. And I'm surprised he didn't just go into final form, because he's got enough height with the jump, he's got enough glide on it that he could have just glided like straight up. Well, and also he forgot to do the so that's another thing entirely. But Ragnoth picked up a torn page in Agrabah and came back to Hollow Bastion. So we are going to see the runners more than likely doing the same thing, because I guarantee Sonic is going to keep going through this world.
Yeah. Interesting that we were talking about Sonic perhaps pushing deeper than Ragnoth did, but Ragnoth is going to be covering this ground first anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we have no proofs, so I'm thinking more and more that my
Chad
claim
talking about
on
a deep seed.
I think that Halloween Town claim that I said,
Yeah.
I'm feeling more confident on it now.
I'm actually really surprised that. Well, I take that back. I'm not surprised they haven't gone, but I'm disappointed.
Also, I was mistaken. He didn't find a torn page in Agrabah because it's still a 12. He just exited. I read the Beast Castle line.
Oh goodness,
the Agrabah line.
I had a sort of a brain fart like that not too long ago, where I went into Pride Lands, thinking that Pride Lands still had more checks, but it didn't. LOD was the world that had more checks, because they're right next to each other and about the same color. And I was tired and it was late and it didn't work out well for me. Reflect for Ragnoth.
Ooh.
And he's gonna leave.
He's cutting his losses.
For menuing, and then going back in? Question mark. Not doing 1K.
Nope, he is making the Halloween Town push. No, he's not. He's making the Disney Castle push.
This surprises me. I'm really surprised he didn't do 1K. What's the reasoning here? Don't have stats. You want to hopefully get a magnet.
I think the magnet. I would honestly say the magnet is what's going on here.
I guess he just doesn't think you'll get through it very fast.
Because his stats are in the 40s, so
40, which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can Magnera finishing plus there, and yeah, you just Magnera, and that's fine.
Yeah. So I don't know, and he had a ton of item slots from that menu that he was doing. So, and I think they found a money pouch. So he has everything to do it, and you can easily go and do it. So I'm as baffled as you are.
49 with Magnera to one hit, says Bulkin. 42 with Magnega. So maybe he wants to get just a little bit more stats, or he wants to find that other magnet.
Right.
So that might be it. We'll have to ask him about that. Why did he leave before 1K?
Well, and it would make sense that he pushed Disney Castle then instead of Halloween Town, because he would know that this has a magic and a 5. So
yeah, almost certainly 7 and a 5 here.
So at best, he would find some kind of magic to help him out.
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow,
there you go.
The only thing that could make this better is if he found a proof here.
Yep.
So we will see how this goes.
Yeah, so that plan seems like it's really paying out for him. Mm-hmm. Now does he go back to 1K after this, now that he's got Magnega?
I wouldn't see why not. Also, do you think he put enough magnets on that box?
Well, one of those was a thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Sonic is going to go in.
Yeah.
Sonic's also got higher stats, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's got...
I think he's got 49.
47, it looks like.
47. Oh.
But 47 seems to be enough. Is it affected by combo boost?
Highly doubt it. Because
that would be a weird.
Isn't using magnets using a finisher?
Magnet is a finisher.
Okay, so
47 is enough with 2 magnets, says Num. Okay. So it's some with 2 Magneras, right. So double Magnera.
Magnet in this fight wouldn't.
No, if I only had Magnet in this fight, I would be using the reaction command.
It'd be a really bad seed if we were using Magnet on this fight.
Okay.
Ragnoth,
right,
so what do we got?
Still not getting this 5, and Sonic.
There's still more here.
Okay. Gullwing chest.
Sonic. I know someone in the chat mentioned it, and I'm not going to mention it here because I'm a commentator. Okay, good. It's torn page.
Okay.
So no Sephiroth fight. I know someone wanted it. I forget who. Someone wanted it. All right. So finally, Sonic. Thank you, my man.
Yeah, finally pushing Halloween Town.
All right. Now I feel like a super villain, just sitting back in my chair, stroking my hairless cat, being like, "All right, show me the goods."
Okay, so 3 proofs, Stitch, and 1 set of torn pages.
Mm-hmm.
We have 5 5s left on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Where can they be? We know for sure that 1 is in Disney Castle, which leaves 4. And then we could see 1 in Port Royal.
One in Agrabah, more than likely.
One in Agrabah. Yeah, probably 1 in Agrabah, 1 in Port Royal, and 2 in Halloween Town. Do you think?
Yeah, I
think the math checks out.
The math does check
as
out.
a possibility.
Now, the only thing is for Sonic on his board, OC is still on the table, so all he needs to do is level up Valor, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Now
that could spell doom for him.
Right. If he's gonna level Valor anywhere, it would be on Oogie Boogie. Because
he does like to do that. Yeah.
So we will know for sure if he switches out Donald here.
I don't see him switching. He's got time. There's downtime during the fight though.
Yep.
Yeah, HT can only have 2 5s.
Yeah.
Because if it has 3, it would have to have 4. And if it has 4, that means the last one would be in Disney Castle. And well, hold on. 2 magics in Port Royal and 1 in Beast. Oh, shut up, Zach. 2 magics in Port Royal, 1 magic in Beast Castle. And that's the last of our magic that we haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a proof. Okay, first proof.
So first proof's on Oogie. All right.
4, and then that means 4 reports in Agrabah. 5, 6, 7 from STT, OC, and Space Paranoids.
Okay, there's a reflect. So there's a magic.
I think it's possible.
So
I think it is possible.
So that means that there's an 8 in Halloween Town.
My hopes, they are shattered.
All right, so yeah, I'm here accepting donations for the Crazy is Always Right Foundation.
Oh goodness, Sonic!
Sonic
is not a golfer.
Sonic is worse at golf than me.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Trust me. They have been restored. Like they have gotten up from those. That's how bad I am at golf. So
we've all had that happen to us at least once.
Oh, absolutely.
But it does always feel bad.
There's a reason there's no Sonic golfing games, of course.
Hey.
There's no Sonic party.
What about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? Does that have golfing? And if so, is Sonic any good at it? Or is he like a really bad character to use for golfing?
For some reason, everyone is good at everything in those games.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But I don't think golfing is in there.
No, Ragnoth missed one too.
All right, so let's see how good Ragnoth is. There you go.
Okay, all right. Only one extra swing. 3 reports and a 5 in PR. Yes, absolutely. One of the magics has to be in Beast Castle.
Right.
Which means Port Royal can't have 2 magics. And because it can't have 2 magics, it can't have 1 magic. So 3 reports and then a 5.
I wonder how Sonic is doing math-wise on this. Because not having that information about OC is kind of hurting him at this point.
And he might be able to just sort of deduce that that's probably a 3 and a 7 rather than 2 5s.
Right.
Because he knows there has to be a 5 in LOD, and he knows there has to be a 5 in Halloween Town.
Right.
And then he knows there's probably a 5 in one of these other 12s. And just, statistically, it seems unlikely.
Boom.
There it is. Double proof.
Yes. Satisfaction.
How long ago did you
Let's
call
go.
that?
I called that I called this before the seed even started. I will take no questions about that. I just knew. I just knew. And the report that Pride Land says once more, of course. There you go. Once again, Bard's Axe metal detector, and it's working fine. Had to replace 2 screws on it, but other than that, it looked pretty fine, Zach. Let's go.
Super fast experiment fight by Ragnoth.
Oh, yeah.
This is some big damage.
Big damage.
We like Duck Flare.
Non-existence is on date of X, and sure.
It's still there.
You can keep telling yourself that. That's fine. I spoke my part, and I'm done here. We're good here. So.
Master Form Magnet? It's cute.
This is a good place to level up Master Form, if that was not already done. So.
Yeah, you've got to drive through it. You know what else is a great place to level up? Valor Form.
Yeah, really is. Especially on the Pete fights. Like the one where they transition through the scenes and stuff like that. That's a really good place to level up Valor Form. It's one I use quite often, but... God, Sonic. Something we've known since, like, the beginning of the seed. So... But yeah, so Ragnoth already pushed past this point, so he is fighting Marluxia. So we should know here soon what the 5 is, if this seed is kind.
Ooh, he does. Okay, so I didn't quite get a perfect look at Ragnoth's abilities before he started this. But what he did was he did something that I absolutely love, which is you put on 2 negative combos, but then you put on 2 combo pluses. So your ground combos are still normal. They're still 3-hit combos. But then in the air, you have double negative combo.
Oh.
So he's able to start the fight normally where he can use Explosion. and then he transitions into final form fire before Marluxia DMs, and then he does double negative to finish it off. And because his stats aren't that great right now, well, I mean, they're pretty good, but they're not, they're still level 1. So you don't really want to do double negative the whole time. It's long, it's painful, it's slow.
New strat unlocked.
That's
I never
good.
thought about that. Wow, that is really cool. All right, so what did Marluxia have? Ooh,
it's on the data,
or it's on Terra because we have perfect connection.
We have
Terra's off. It is on data.
So it's on data, Marluxia.
On data.
Well, here's the thing: he can do this the same exact way.
Yep. Now the only thing is he'll be doing level 1 damage because it's a data fight, and he's got low stats for the data fight.
And in the beginning of the fight will be a little bit different. But once he's able to get off a combo on Marluxia, this is really good. Also,
Sonic is following suit.
Just a small thing, and I mention this because there's a part of me that feels slightly bothered by it. What he's doing is he's doing 2 reflects to guard Marluxia. You can also use a guard and a reflect when he does the kind of the whirlwind attack that sucks you in, and it just saves you a little bit of MP. Ooh, he's a little bit slow on the fire to catch, but the reflect is good. So not a flawless fight from Ragnoth, but still this is a very good fight by Ragnoth, adapting to things very, very well, even when he does miss things. He's not getting phased by it, he's not panicking, he's not taking a bunch of damage. It's just sort of like, okay, how do I handle this attack? How do I handle that? How do I keep doing damage?
Yeah. And this is also something we kind of talked about earlier, is just that we saw the game give him everything all up front, and a lot of the chat, and also I think we mentioned it at one point that this could be some pretty deep proofs, and right now we are seeing a data fight, so I mean,
yeah, there you go. And so after he gets Marluxia stunned, now he goes back into this double negative combo, which I love. It. It's great. It's consistent, it's simple, it's hard to mess up. It's easy to mess up, but when you know how to do it and when you've done it a handful of times, it's probably more consistent than your other strategies. And there it is. He gets through at 103.06 on his timer.
So what do we got on the data? The final proof.
The final proof.
Wow. What a seed. Seed had ups and downs, twists and turns.
And now Ragnoth has to do the entirety of the world that never was.
Okay.
Sonic has time.
Yeah, Sonic has time. Also lowless. He also has the lowless time. So, I mean, yeah, this is wow.
And it's not like oh no, he messed it up. He didn't get the timing.
Oh no.
And I mentioned the Ragnoth's loadless time when he beat Data Marluxia was 103.06. Sonic will almost certainly have a later finish on his data fight, but he doesn't have to do the world that never was.
Right.
He's already done it. Right? He has done all of it, hasn't he?
Yes.
Wait,
he did up to Xemnas.
Okay. I don't remember it.
It was so. Yeah, he did it early for info.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was very long ago in the seed. So,
but it was also still very fast. And
yes.
Normally, you don't see a fast world that never was. That early.
The only real screw up that happened in The World That Never was he died to Roxas.
Mm-hmm.
That was really the only thing that he did suboptimally, I guess, to put a word to it.
Yeah,
but
everything else was pretty clean.
Yeah, very simple as well.
I hate you.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why we got paired up together. This is a trust building exercise.
I thought it was because we were the two losers who didn't want to do the hitless tourney.
Huh?
Or maybe it's because we're the only non-masochists.
Yeah.
We're like, hitless tourney? No thanks.
Plot twist, we're the smart ones here.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming, did you, chat?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, chat. We're playing 4D chess over here. Alright, we got a Zigbar fight. We've got, what is it, 2 health bars left on Marluxia, I'd say? 3? Okay.
About 3 bars, looks like. He's gonna duck flare. And he doesn't have any form. This will do a lot of damage, though. Avoids the scythe swing. Whenever you hit Marluxia's RV, it doesn't matter if it's AS or if it's data. He will always disappear and then swing at you with the scythe and then do whatever it is that he wants to do. You always got to be ready for it. Sephiroth's teleporting behind you that he does in KH1. Good luck. But Marluxia, a little bit more predictable. And unfortunately, Marluxia kind of getting in a weird spot there, right in the middle of that dark pool, and Sonic couldn't do anything about it. Oh, hopefully he can get a hit and he doesn't get DM'd again.
Yeah.
He's not really in Chicken? Chicken? Chicken strats? Well, we know who the MVP is of this run. The MVP of this run is Chicken Little.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
What a guy. Like, so I think he did that probably to, like, either A, throw off Marluxia, B, heal his party members back. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he just dismissed him, like, right after that. But I think he just kind of went with it. It just... Okay. This was a weird seed.
This was a really weird seed.
Because it started out great, and then it just became like an open road seed where like everything was possible, everywhere had a possibility of having the proof, and there were good times, there were bad times. Like both our runners messed up, probably in equal amounts and everything like that. But
yeah,
like, it just
I think execution was very good from both of them for the most part.
Yeah, so it just... it's just an odd scene. Like, an odd scene, an odd match. So, I mean...
So we saw 1K, we saw Data Marluxia, we saw Experiment.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, it just... It is what it is. Yeah, so right now, like, it's not over until it's over. So I'll leave it at that.
Are we? That's like, part of the contractors, the commentators' unwritten contract, right? You have like unspoken rules. I feel like that's the unwritten contract. It's like, well, it's not over yet. Like, I feel like we're required almost by law to say that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's, yeah. When we joined the company, like it was in the employee handbook.
You got a handbook?
Yeah, but I didn't read it.
I mean, I wouldn't have either, but like, could have at least given it to me. Skimmed it. Okay. I mean, you got to see what the PTO policy is like.
God. How many SAO abridged references I'm making this?
God. I wonder what's going to go through Ragnoth's head when he sees Sonic finish. Because Ragnoth killed Data Marluxia at 103. How often do you kill a Data at an hour and 3 minutes in? He also did 1K, and he also did Experiment.
And that's the thing I think was the metagame thought is because you could have easily gone away from that, but I think Sonic was like, Ragnoth isn't finished, and there's plenty of worlds that are still have 5s, but there's this Data, and so it was just. We'll definitely ask him, but this was a fun seed to watch. Probably not a fun one to play. By the end of it, like the beginning of it was just like, oh my god, this seed's so free and everything like that. And
like, I think this would have been a really fun seed to ABN.
Yes, absolutely. Like this would have been a good ABN seed.
You know, you're bound to get some late game stuff.
Also, or nothingness is a turtle. Happiness is a turtle, dude. God. Yeah. So Sonic is about to head into final Xemnas, right as Ragnoth is beating up normal Xemnas.
Yeah.
So
I just want to point out really quick to chat and to you guys that Ragnoth did like LOD Mountain Climb, did Agrabah 1, and hopped into Port Royal, and Sonic didn't do any of those things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The voice in our heads.
Chat could hear me too.
Chat can hear you? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm so used to them not
hearing my
you.
God, they can hear him too.
God, the voice in my head. Now it's outside of my head.
Oh no.
Yeah, thank you, Zach, for pointing that out.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, because definitely Ragnoth did more than Sonic. He went to a bunch of different places. He crossed way more 5s off the board. But yeah, it just came down to the correct routing and everything like that. And Sonic is the winner. So GG's Sonic.
GG's to Sonic. Yeah, you know, and I was looking at Ragnoth's tracker actually, and sort of wondering. I'm like, I know he did. You know, he finished Agrabah 1, but it was like, you know, what else did he do? There was the Port Royal play, there was the LOD play, and those sorts of things. None of them were slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of them were slow, and all of them were done efficiently. But you know, combined, it put him a couple of minutes behind. I think in terms of execution, you know, like you mentioned, they both had a couple of mistakes, but no huge mistakes, no, you know, 5-10 minute losses. Execution was pretty clear and pretty clean throughout. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, so Ragnoth will be finishing up here in, say, 3-ish minutes. But right now, we have the winner himself, Sonicshadowsilver. GG's, dude.
GG's, Sonic.
So,
yeah,
one question I have right off the bat to ask you, Sonic. So you finish Marluxia, and you look at your tracker. You got Agrabah, you've got LOD, you've got Port Royal. What made you think, hey, let's go back in and fight the Data?
I felt very, very comfortable with Marluxia, and the fight was basically like right there if I do like first try to fight. Gotcha. And I didn't want to like College River for like no reason.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like the fight was right for versus I might have to go all the way to Throne Room for the final lab of Rabbits, or all the way to Giza for Alexia for the 5 there. So that will take longer than that of Marluxia at that point.
That's why he's one of the best, folks. He saw Data, he's like, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things. And actually, you know, from an RTA standpoint, Ragnoth actually did Marluxia before you did.
Wow.
But he put off the world that never was.
Yeah.
And he didn't start the world that never was until he had all 3 proofs. So that's that's sort of why he's still going here. And he cleared a couple other worlds.
Yeah,
as
like,
well.
I wanted to look for that report for info, in all honesty. That's why I pushed it decently early.
Yeah.
Because if that told
It's kinda
me
what we
that world was
figured.
dead, good.
Mhm. Yeah, and like you said, like you were saying, Crazy, about the sort of as a top player, when you're really good, something that makes you really good is being able to handle that top content without much fear and just saying, what I have is good enough.
Mm.
And they both did it kind of at about the same time. They both did it just past the 1 hour mark. And it is not often that you see a data done past the 1 hour mark, and both of you had pretty darn good data fights.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of reports here, something that we knew early on that Ragnoth did, Valor level 2 had your report on forums,
Well,
and it was saying that OC had a fire.
yeah. Like, from a logic standpoint, one of the piece curve where a lot of the fights are, I kind of ruled that out on its own, even without the report. Like, a lot of Providence had the 5, Dicky's Castle had the 5, the Hurricane Wind had the 5, Amazon had the 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's sort of what we were talking about. Especially as you got late into the seed, the odds of there being 2 5s in OC seemed pretty slim.
Yeah.
But right from the beginning, we were a little bit concerned because that 10 certainly could have baited you.
Yeah,
And
for
fortunately
sure.
for you, it didn't.
Nope.
You didn't end up doing that unnecessarily.
No, like, my only mistakes really were, like, what? Diamond Rock and then her demo I had, kill the wheels first.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Oh gosh, we're crying a little bit over here.
Oh, yeah.
You just forget to turn the valve sometimes. You're so
Yeah.
focused on, how am I doing the skip? What are these checks gonna be? It's like, oh right, I got to do that small little thing.
Yeah, to be fair, the last time I did play was against BG, but. So.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit out of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but throughout this race, you both made just little mistakes here and there and everything like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything substantial, so it was definitely a very close race. It was just that Ragnoth spread out and looked for push more of the 5s versus pushing the larger worlds, pushing the world that never was like you did.
Yeah, like how Kyle was still really really interesting for me too because it was still 20 when we left.
Yeah.
It's not done.
Yep. GG's Ragnoth.
GG's.
That was a very exciting race to watch. Loaded with tools at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Everything you could ask for, and then some. Except for the proofs.
Yep.
That's something I kind of wanted to ask. Like, what did you guys think? Like at the beginning there, like your thoughts about just finding all these tools right off the bat. What was going through your heads?
So for me, starting with Final Form, instantly ups Hollow Bastion and Twilight Town on my priority list. I still held on to Twilight Town for way longer than I should have, but
yeah.
And then getting comfortable tools for combat as well. It's just go fast at that point. Just clear content. Go.
Go fast.
I focused on Quiet Come first because A, it was a larger number. B, I wanted to push my levels higher. So. And then I can level up Final Form a lot for too. So we have an EXP boost. So that will help us out for prepper for EXP boost and space turbo rates.
Yeah,
and then after I finished the world number 1, I went through Hollow Bastion and dove through that.
Yeah. So we did have one question for you, Ragnoth.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of had some theories, right? We all came up with our reasons, but I want to hear it from you.
Okay.
You finished FF fights in Hollow Bastion.
Yep.
You had 5 left in the world, and you chose to leave instead of going into 1K. What was the reasoning there?
So, if I did my math right, I knew that there was a 5 in almost every location left. I wanted Magniga. because I was at 42 magic, it's not high enough to only use Magnera. I'd have to double Magnera, and I only have 3 item slots. So I couldn't ether pump my way through 1k without Magnega. So I wanted to go either Distant Castle or Agrabah in hopes of finding Magnega to go back and then blitz through 1k faster, was my
That makes
mentality.
sense. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then you went into Disney Castle and, immediately found that map.
Yeah.
So that, I'm sure that was a huge relief for you.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was the entire mentality behind it. It's like, I could do this right now, but there's no guarantee it's a proof, and I still don't have a single proof yet. So I'm going to go to DC, hope that I get a magnet, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. With because I ESP boosted of PC3 and Face Forward, I was able to get my matchup up around, 47? So I was able to do that with just fine with my Mara, the 47 magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I cut my leveling short. I got 40 magic, and I stopped my leveling because I thought I had double EXP boost and forgot to equip one, so I died on screens. Didn't have double EXP boost, felt even dumber, and then
that's
rushed
what
it.
happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought I had double, and I didn't.
I
I thought I picked one up and didn't equip it.
But that's why I set to make absolutely sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we saw that play and we're like, and I was looking at what you were doing and it sort of didn't make sense to me. I'm like, this does not look like a convenient thing. And he died. Okay. It's good to hear that was an intentional death.
Yeah.
Like you said, unfortunate you didn't actually have the double, but
because I killed my first wave and I saw the 156 pop up for experience or whatever it is, and I'm like, that's not right. Oh no, I didn't equip the other one, and I checked my inventory and I don't have another one, and I'm like, oh no, dude.
Well, regardless, very well played by both of you. It was super great to watch. Ragnoth, unfortunately, this is the last that we'll see of you this league. Out at 5th place. An insane finish, I think, in
I'll
this
take
league.
it. I will take it.
5th place in this field is seriously impressive. Sonic, you move on to face Mega Slim in Losers Semis. Have y'all played each other this league yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that'll be...
I know the only person I raced twice this week was Ragnoth. Unless we were about the qualifiers, maybe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize Ragnoth actually knocked Sonic into losers.
Yeah.
In the first round. So Sonic, you got your revenge.
The well-deserved run back.
Yeah, good run back. Great run back. It is not often that we see Data Marluxia cleared at 103, 104, 105.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So awesome job to both of you. Is there anything that you'd like to say?
Not really, no. Just go up to myself from here on. I mean more or less from here on out too, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
About last location, the last proof.
I think the only thing that I have to say is, first of all, GG's to Sonic.
Thank you.
Good job on the run back, and good luck versus Slim. And then secondarily, big ups to the league and the organizers and the commentators. I say it every time because I feel like you guys don't get as much credit as you deserve. Big ups to all of you guys. And yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah. Once again,
Well, I know I've had a lot of fun being a part of it.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of fun because this is my first big commentary thing, so it's been a lot of fun to be able to do this, and been some very fun races to commentate. So yeah, GG's to the runners. If you see in the chat, you can go drop them a follow. Definitely do. They are some of the best in the league, or else Ragnoth wouldn't be out at 5th, and Sonic wouldn't be going to the semifinals. I would say
it's losers semifinals.
Semifinals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's guaranteed 4th.
Yeah, and then if I win, I get to race Derek.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So once again, GG's. There's not going to be a raid today, so we're going to be ending stream here soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I don't think we have another race scheduled quite yet.
Well,
yeah, we're only waiting for me.
Yeah, the only race left to be scheduled is Sonic versus his next opponent, Slim. So if you're hungry for a little bit more rando, click on that race time link in the chat. There is a hitless tourney qualifier going on right now. A little bit of a throwback to the old days of Rando. Yeah, so nobody's finished yet. They started the same time we did.
Somebody did finish, I want to say.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
We had an async finish. Some nerd named Zach the Robot
Nice.
oh wow.
finished with a 107 loadless, 115 RTA. So yeah, go hop into that race time. Pick a streamer to watch and just sort of and vibe, hang out. It's been a pleasure. And hopefully we'll see you all soon for our next round. Stay tuned, and it'll be posted in the Discord.